So you see your guinea pigs of your dreams and you're ready to bring them home. Or maybe you're in the research phase of how to care for guinea pigs. Either way, setting up the cage is one of the most important steps you can take to keep them healthy and happy. It's easy to get excited about spoiling our piggies and picking out cute bedding and fun toys. I did too. But there are some key essentials that every guinea pig needs in their habitat to have a comfortable life. So in this video, I'll cover everything you should put in your guinea pig's cage, how to choose, what not to choose, and my own recommendations from my guinea pigs. As usual, I'll slip in some interesting facts and statistics along the way. Welcome back to the Icy Cinnamon channel where you'll find everything guinea pig related. As usual, the article version with more info, sources, and links are in the description. Now let's get right into it. One of the first things you'll need to think about when setting up your guinea pig's cage is the size. These potato fur balls actually need a lot more room than most people think. That's because a cramped cage can leave your guinea pig stressed, bored, and even develop health problems like obesity, just to name a few. So how much space does your guinea pig really need? Well, for one guinea pig, the absolute minimum cage size is 7.5 square feet. But if you can go bigger, it's always better. Guinea pigs need to run around and explore, so giving them more space means they move more and are more happy. Just a note though, guinea pigs are super social and do much better in pairs. Having only one guinea pig will make it so lonely, Switzerland even made it illegal to own just one guinea pig. I made a separate video on this, but please adopt another guinea pig as their buddy if you can. If you have 2 guinea pigs, you should aim for at least 10.5 square feet. The extra room helps avoid potential fights between your piggies and give them the space to play. For 3 piggies, you're looking at a minimum of 13 square feet, so on and so forth. Of course, the bigger the better. Side note, the sides of the cage should be at least 12 inches high to keep your guinea pigs safe. And even though the top of their cage can be left open, make sure that no other pets can get into their enclosure. Now you bought your cage. What do you put in it? Let's go step by step. The first thing you'll need is bedding. It's super important. Not only does it keep your guinea pig comfortable, but it also plays a big role in keeping their environment clean and safe. So what's the best flooring material for our guinea pigs? Well, first, avoid any bedding that has aromatic oils like cedar or pine shavings. These might smell nice to us humans, but they can actually irritate your guinea pig's respiratory system and skin. Instead, look for bedding materials that are soft, safe, and absorbent. This will prevent foot injuries and reduce odors too. Let me rapid fire some great bedding options. Aspen shavings. It softens your guinea pig's feet and absorbs moisture well. Store-bought paper bedding. These are great because not only do they look aesthetically pleasing, they're specifically made to absorb moisture and smell well. They're wonderful for piggies who like to burrow or when it's winter. Shredded paper. It's my go-to option because it's cheap and I have a lot of Amazon boxes at home that are taking up space. But make sure the paper doesn't have any ink or harmful chemicals. Fleece liners. They're a very popular option for guinea pig owners because they're reusable, soft, and provide a nice comfy surface for your piggy to walk and rest on. You'll need to layer an absorbent material like pea pads underneath the fleece so it can soak up moisture. And I highly recommend you to buy more than one for your piggy's cage so it won't be empty when you're washing it. As you can see, there are so many options, but which bedding you should use depends on your guinea pig's preference and the temperature. Personally, I use thick fleece liners for the potatoes in the winter, but my piggies like to dig more, so I usually use a combination of shredded paper and shredded pet store paper bedding. The most important thing is to keep your guinea pig's bedding clean and dry. Wet or soiled bedding can lead to a lot of issues like bumblefoot, which is a painful foot infection. On to the next thing. Water bottle or bowl. Water is incredibly important and our potato sheep fur balls should drink about 100 milliliters of it every day. If your piggies is using water bottles when you adopted them, use bottles, and vice versa. It's best to use 2 water bottles in your guinea pig's cage. That way, even if one is broken or not working properly, which happens more often than you might think, you still have another for them. Depending on how many pigs you have, you may need to buy more water bottles. Now to choose a good water bottle, make sure they're leak-free water bottles designed for guinea pigs. Factor in the ease of cleaning is important too. For water bowls, choose a heavy-weighted water bowl that's not too high that you can't reach it, but not too low where your piggy can poop or pee in it. A light water bottle won't work because your guinea pig will tip over it and spill the water. I use the Living World water bottle for my guinea pigs and they love it. I'll link it in the description if you want to know about other great leak-free water bottles out there, so check out my post in the description. Now they have water, let's move on to another equally important thing. Hay. Hay is the single most important thing in our guinea pig's diet, making up 80% of what they eat. It helps keep their digestive system moving, and just as importantly, it keeps their teeth worn down. But if you just toss hay directly on the floor of the cage, your guinea pigs will most likely pee or poop on it, which is a waste of money and food. This is where a hay feeder or rack comes in handy. It keeps the hay off the ground so that the hay stays clean, fresh, and dry. The hay feeder should be easier for your guinea pigs to reach. You don't want something with tiny openings or complicated designs that make it hard for them to pull out the hay. On the other paw, make sure the feeder is large enough to hold plenty of hay. Don't forget that the more guinea pigs you have, the larger amount of hay the hay rack should hold, or provide 2 hay stations instead. Choose a hay feeder with a simple design with no sharp edges that's big enough for them to pull out the hay, but not too big that their neck can get caught in it. Next up, litter box. A litter box is for guinea pigs to pee and poop in it. It makes it so much more convenient for us guinea pigs owners to clean. And not only that, it also helps extend the life of the bedding and the rest of the cage. Look for a litter box made for small mammals with low size that's easy for them to hop in and out of. Ideally, a litter box designed for the corners of the cage work best because it's usually their favorite bathroom spot. I mean, most people would rather go to a corner with privacy rather than in the middle of a large field. You'll want to use a different material for the litter box than what's in the rest of the cage to help your guinea pig distinguish it as their bathroom area. Usually, paper padding is the best. Hunch or tunnel. This is a must-have because guinea pigs are prey animals and need hiding spots for comfort and privacy. There are a lot of hunches, hideouts, and tunnels out there, but not all of them are safe. I made a video on guinea pig products, including hideouts that you should never buy for your guinea pigs. Linked in the description, so feel free to check it out. Anyway, hideouts can be categorized into these groups. Tunnels, hideouts with more than one opening, one-way hideout, cuddle beds, curtains/hideouts, and digging boxes. Of course, there are many more, but it's a good idea to have a combination of them. For example, I have a one-way hideout and a two-way hideout today for the guinea pigs. They don't have to be expensive either, especially if you have growing guinea pigs. Making your hunches for your guinea pigs is actually pretty easy. The most common way is to use cardboard boxes and to cut some openings for them to go around. Just make sure the cardboard boxes are safe for them and it doesn't have any paint, tape, or glue. Food bowl. I probably don't need to go into too much detail about the purpose of a food bowl. It's where your guinea pigs get their pellets. But there are a few things to keep in mind while you're picking the right one. First, make sure the bowl is heavy enough so your guinea pigs won't tip it over. They love to nudge things around, and a lightweight bowl might end up flipped with pellets scattered all over the cage. So ceramic or stainless steel bowls are usually the best option because they're sturdy and easy to clean. Now we have the necessities. What about enrichment toys? Besides digging boxes, hideouts, and tunnels, guinea pigs love toys. They give the piggies stimulation and get both their little bodies and brains moving. Like hideouts, there are thousands of them to choose from. Keep in mind though, that not all of them are safe for guinea pigs, like exercise wheels and balls. I have a list of store-bought toys that my potatoes absolutely love, including this teach and treat toy for small mammals. It's amazing and I highly recommend. Again, link down below. But our guinea pigs also love homemade toys. I don't know if you've seen the memes of pet owners feeling frustrated that their pets won't even try the new toys they bought for them and instead snuggling into a random cardboard box. So why not make it an official toy? Besides cardboard box toys, there are a lot of other DIYs you can make for your potatoes. For example, a DIY snuggle mat for guinea pigs, or these 3 other quick and easy toys made from egg cartons. Every guinea pig has their own preferences, so some piggies might like a toy more than the other, and that's okay. So yeah, picking what to put in your guinea pig's cage can be daunting. I hope this guide helped you have a clear idea on what to put in their cage. And if you did, please consider liking this video and watch another. Let me know what kind of bedding you use for your guinea pigs. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!